you guys a question. Does this have any value?
Yes.
It does have, yes, it does have value. Yes. Now, what does it do? What does money do?
Buy things.
You can buy and exchange things. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. What is this made of?
Paper.
Okay. What is this?
Paper.
Can I buy stuff with this?
No.
Why? It's the same thing.
It's not free.
There's no number 1 in there.
You can write IOUs on there. Maybe they'll take it.
It depends on where you go. Asian markets won't take IOUs. So why is one more valuable than the other? Because this one has an image. Because this one has an image, yes? So whatever you place an image on has value. You guys understand what I'm saying? So image gives value to something. Okay, for example, thank you very much, Johnny. Very kind, you're very kind. President Obama. Okay, President Obama, and let's say I want to have another person like, let's say Hans Campbell.
Next to the president. Yeah.
Okay, Barack Obama, Hans Campbell. Let me ask you guys a question. Are they both the same species?
Yes.
Yes, they're called humans. Men, okay. The lady's like, man. Okay, they're both men. Okay, so now, their nationalities, are they different?
Yeah.
Is one less valuable than the other?
I'm sorry.
No. Because obviously they're both people and they're both valuable. Yes? Okay, but now, if Hans Campbell were to just walk into the White House, unannounced, just wanted to walk in there, what would happen?
Security. Secret Service.
Got shoot.
He will get shot. Okay. He will get shot. Okay, so, and if Barack Obama did the same thing, what happens?
Clapping.
Clapping, we let him in. Good job. So what's the difference?
And the boss.
He's your boss. Image. Image. You get what I'm saying? Anything that you place a value in, obviously has an image to it. Anything you put an image has a value to it. Okay? And anything that you value, you devote yourself to. You devote yourself to that ideal. You understand what I'm saying? So now, that's why God says, do not create any idols, any images. All of us can create images in our life. What do you place a value in your life? What do you place as a value in your life? Some people place ambition as their value. I look at ambition as my driving force. You know, the Bible says in Psalm 115 verse 8, the Bible says this, that they who make idols or images become exactly like those idols. They become exactly like those idols. You see, anything that you worship, anything that you create an image to, you worship. And you became exactly like them. And so the question is this. Now, when we worship God, what does that mean? We become like God. And we become attached to Him. We become intimate with Him. We become connected to Him. And that way we can become more like Him. Okay? Now, what is the importance of this context that we need to be able to worship God? So what is worship? What is worship? That's the question. And why is it so important? Why is image so important before God? Because of this. Let's turn to Genesis chapter 1. Let's look at the original design of worship. Why is images so important to God? Genesis chapter 1. Starting on verse 26. Until 28. Somebody read verse 26, 27, and 28, please.
Tracy.
Yeah, 26, 27, and 28. Go ahead.
Go ahead, read it.
Yes.
Oh, me?
Somebody read. It's okay. Come on, somebody. Hurry.
Then God said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will range over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground.
Amen. 27, somebody?
So God created human beings in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. Male and female, He created them.
Verse 28. Somebody?
John.
Then God actually blessed us and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and govern it, and reign over the fish of the sea, and birds in the sky and
Come
animals."
on. This is so powerful right here. God, you know why God says, do not worship those other images. He said this, man is the only creature in the whole entire universe that are created after the most superior image. We are created in the image of God. We are created in His image. We are created in His glory. We are created in His likeness. And God says, I am the Creator, and you are my creation. And you only can worship the Creator because you are the only one that are created after my image. So, when people worship ambition, when people worship whatever it may be, money, when people worship their careers, when people worship education, when people worship whatever, you are worshiping an inferior image. And you are being bound by inferior image. Some people worship their addiction. Some people worship their... You know, I had my share of idol worship in my life, guys. Those, before God, those are called idol worship. Anything that you place above God is idol worship. And there's so many areas of our lives, if we're not careful, if we're not looking, you're idol worshiping. Where you want it so bad, it's even above and beyond obeying God. You guys get what I'm saying? And addiction can drive that, man. I remember when I was addicted to so many different things in my life. It didn't matter what God says. Because I was driven by my addiction. Because I worship my addiction. How do I worship my addiction? By obeying it. The Bible says, for all who are led by the Spirit of God is children of God. Those who are led by their sinful nature will lead to death, but the Spirit gives life. Now, this is the difference. Anything that you obey, you will be enslaved by. You go, well, I don't like that idea. Even the idea of being enslaved by God.